everybody, welcome back to my channel, Lady of Huntington. My name's Mel. I've got a challenge for you all today, or not so much a challenge, but I'm wanting to get to know you all, and I'm sure everybody on our channels is anxious to get to know us all a little bit better also. So I've got some questions for you, and then I'm going to tag 5 different channels to answer those questions also. Now, what I'm hoping you guys are going to do is to obviously answer the questions in a video format and then tag 5 people or 5 channels that will do the same, and so forth. We can all support one another and get to know each other a little better. The last thing I'm wanting to do is we're all going to say a word right at the very end, and it's going to complete a sentence. So for instance, if I was to say yellow, somebody might say is, next person my, da da da. You can keep it clean, please. I don't want this to be, although it would be fun, I don't want it to get overly dirty or anything like that. That's not what's behind this. So anyhow, let me get started with the questions for me to ask you. Excuse me looking down, because I do have them written down on a piece of paper, because I'm more than likely going to forget what I want to ask you all. So question 1, where do you live? For me, the answer for that is in Tasmania. Now, you don't have to give me your address, of course. I'm just wanting to know, what sort of state, suburb you live in, just so we can get a little bit of an indication as to, who might be close by. And that's always really nice. I mean, we could do a catch up even. So where do you live? The next one is, what is your favorite plant to grow? Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I'm a first-time gardener. I'm having fun growing everything at the moment. But I guess my favorite thing, that's a really difficult one, because I don't think I've been growing it long enough to know, or growing vegetables or fruit or flowers or whatnot long enough to know what is my favorite. But I guess what I've been able to pick and things like that, and what has grown really well, is kale. So I'm going to say kale is my favorite thing to grow. That's not to say it's my favorite to eat. It's my favorite to grow. Do you have any children or grandchildren? Yes, my husband and I have 2 adult daughters, and our eldest adult daughter has 3 children of her own, which is 3 granddaughters for us. Yay! Your favorite veggie? I love vegetables, but I guess my absolute favorite would have to be Brussels sprouts. I can hear a lot of oohs and ahs of disgust out there, but I could eat a pot full of Brussels sprouts for dinner each night, no worries at all. Brussels sprouts. Growing up, can you remember your best friend and something that you did with them? Now, I had a big circle of friends. I went to a private all-girls school, so the majority of them were girls, except for outside of school. I had some friends that were boys, but the majority of them, obviously, are girls going to a girls' school. I do remember all of them, or the majority of them. One in particular was Angela, and she had an apple farm down at Huonville, and at the time, my parents and I lived in the suburbs, so it was really fun for me to go and stay at Angela's house, because it was like being on a farm, and I love animals and things like that. So it was going down to Angela's and being down at her farm. Now, the next question is, do you prefer, or do you live or prefer, either, country life or city life? I could not stand to live in the city myself. I couldn't stand having those neighbours right next door. You could pretty much hear them breathe while they're sleeping. No, that's not for me at all. I love country life. I love having neighbours far enough away that, they're there, We can hear some of them. Yes, when they decide they want to blare their music at 3 o'clock in the morning, we can certainly hear them. But still, country life for me is where my heart is. Why did you start YouTube? Now, many varied reasons for people to start YouTube. For me, it wasn't about earning money, because initially I didn't even know about the monetary gains from actually being on YouTube. I started YouTube primarily so when I'm dead and buried and gone to my maker or whatnot, my grandchildren and my children can look back, hopefully still at these videos up there in the cloud somewhere, and say, oh, Nana used to do that, or Granddad used to do that, or look what they're doing now, or, you know, I remember them doing that. So it's more a memory thing for me, for my children and grandchildren. However, it would be lovely to be able to make some money off YouTube. It's not why I'm doing it though, because I've only got a little channel, but that's absolutely fine. I'm really enjoying YouTube, and those of you out there who are doing extremely well, I am so very proud of you all. Continue doing it. I'll continue supporting your channels. Just because I don't comment all the time does not mean that I'm not watching. During the day, I'm home all day, every day pretty much. I have my TV just playing, and it continually plays through all of your videos. And so if something's on that catches my eye, I'll stop and I'll rewind it and I'll save it and whatnot. But, you know, just because I'm not commenting does not mean I'm not supporting you all, and does not mean that I am not watching you all. In fact, day after day, I often see the same videos pop up, so I'm supporting you numerous times. Love how we were able to do that. What's your favorite way to relax? For me, it's when my husband comes home and I get to spend some quality time with him. We're very family orientated. We've always done things together. I love it when he comes home, whether it be just sitting down watching a movie or a TV show at the end of the day, or going and watering our garden together, or like last night we planted some plants together, then came in, had dinner and sat down and watched a bit of golf, which is what he wanted to watch. I have the TV all day long. I can watch whatever I want all day long, as I say to him. But he always says, you know, is there something you want to watch? I would say, you choose what you would like to watch, because I can watch or have anything on all day long. So, my word. I haven't even thought of what my word's going to be to start us all off. Together. My word is together. So for the next person that comes on and does this, and before you tag your 5 people, 5 people, you need to put something that's going to go along with, what did I just say? Together, I think it was. So something that's going to go well after together. And then at the end, yeah, we'll just see what we've come up with, a bit like Chinese whispers, except we're not using the same word, because we can always rewind and see what it actually was. So, guys, the people that I am nominating to do this is Simply Jan, Homestead Oz, Life with Patty, O'Donnell's Aussie Homestead, and Down Under Farm and Forge. Now, these channels I really enjoy watching, along with many others, of course, but yeah, these ones are, yeah, the ones that I thought might like to get involved in this. I hope you all will, and I look forward to seeing your videos and seeing what you all are like in relation to those couple of questions. Anyhow, guys, thanks so much for watching and staying right to the very end. Do your best and nothing less, and I shall see you tomorrow.